first of the month, July. Freedom in America. What if the purpose of money was to change people's realities and to change the world? How much money does it take to change somebody's reality? If you realize the purpose of money is to change people's realities, then you have a reason to have money. The question you can ask is, how can I use my money to change people's realities? My name is Donna Brown, and today I'm using the tools of Access Consciousness. The motor in one of my trance chairs quit, so I finally got myself to the store to buy a chair. I talked to a lot of pieces of furniture, and every time I talked to them, I asked, if I purchase you, will you make me money? There were some really cute things, and they were like, no, no, no. Of course, the first thing I did was sit on it and see if it was comfortable. And there was a couple of things that really wouldn't have worked, but they were adorable. And I didn't choose them because they wouldn't make me money. I asked each piece of equipment. Every wall, every picture, every piece of furniture you have, everything has energy, and everything can talk to you. You just have to ask and then get a yes or a no, which is your light if it's right and no if it's heavy. So it's your light and heavy. So the next thing I asked, so once I walked around and I was in there for over 2 hours, and a lot of people came up to him, and I said, oh no, I'm just looking. I didn't really try to make eye contact with them because I was like, don't bother me. And I put off the vibe, don't bother me. And nobody bothered me. It was really nice. So the next question I asked, once I chose what I was going to choose, universe, who can I contribute to with this sale? Who would benefit the most from my purchase? So this older gentleman came over within like a second or two. I don't know where he was. And I knew he was the guy. We walked to all the places as he wrote down the item codes. Okay, so I went in for a chair and I came out with a bunch of other stuff. And on one of the things, he said, hey, if you upgrade this, and let me tell you why you should, it cost me $200 more. And actually, I went with the upgrade. And then I said, oh, okay, this is totally different, so let me see if everything else will work. And then I had to go back and go, ting, 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 yes, this will work, no, it won't work. So after we did that, I said, I want to put this on a loan. You know, what's your free interest? And he told me, and we went to get the loan and found out that if they delivered to my office, which was a different address than what's on my driver's license, the bank wouldn't lend me the money interest-free. In fact, the interest is double because I'm a business owner. And I said, well, this is really interesting because I bought my desk and file cabinet here when I first moved and I first got my office. So I think I got my office in June of last year, so a year ago. And she said, well, this is it. So he immediately calls the manager and asks for an exception. And the manager explains to him why. And while he's doing that, I'm asking a zillion questions. How can this turn out better than I imagined? What else is possible? Do I stay or do I leave? Is this really what my office is asking for? I was asking questions. He gets off with the manager, and after he says, I can't, but then he says, but you can rent the van from our location. It costs $25 for 75 minutes. Now, we can't put that in the loan. You have to pay cash for that. And I'm like, okay, not a big deal. So then I called my son because there were still more questions. I needed all the pieces to work. And he's one of the pieces that I'm getting a credenza that matches my desk. And it'll be here in about 10 to 12 days. And my grandson's going to be back from vacation by then, so that actually works out perfectly for us because he can help all of us carry. This is heavy, it's wood, so he can help us carry the heavy credenza. So we went over and we started filling out the loan paperwork because they don't know whether it's going to my house or not, right? They don't know it's for my business. I'm picking it up, so how would they ever possibly know that? And then he noticed, because I have dbrownhypnosis@gmail.com, which is my email, he noticed that and he said, hey, does hypnosis help me with sales? Then he told me that the sale that I made with him was the biggest sale he's had thus far. He was the guy. And the universe will have my back as I make that payment each month for the next 9 interest-free months. This also allows me to take the total expense on my taxes because it's going to go into the next year, so I won't have to accrue anything and I can take the actual expense. So everything worked out better than I imagined. What have you decided that somebody needs to say to you about money that will finally unlock it magically and allow it to change for you without you having to do anything different? And everything that is and everywhere you've been looking for the golden key will you destroy and uncreate it all in the big 5. This is where you say yes, and then I use the Access Consciousness clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shorts, boys, povids, and beyonds. I love this clearing. What have you decided that somebody needs to say to you about money that will finally unlock it magically and allow it to change for you without you having to do anything different? Everything that is and everywhere you've been looking for the golden key will you destroy and uncreate it all in the big 5. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shorts, boys, povids, and beyonds. How can you use your money to change people's realities? The gentleman helped me, and I helped the gentleman. What else is possible, and how does it get any better than that? I will see you on the next video.